Welcome back.
Welcome to Caravan Restoration kind of part 4.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
So, yes, we've done other things. So the first episode was the drawbar and stripping it down and making it look pretty. We had a lot of input from you guys. And firstly, I'd like to say, we're not experts. We're just figuring out as we go. Firstly, to show you what not to do. Also to figure it, so you guys know what to do and what not to do. Yes, I could do my research and watch some YouTube videos before that, but then I'm just going to be another how-to. And where's the fun in that? We're not here for that. We're just people trying to figure it out and taking you along for the ride. We have heard you loud and clear. We really, really do appreciate all the feedback and all the guidance that some of you guys know exactly what you're talking about or have had experience in the past, and we're going to take that knowledge and run. So thank you very much. We are going to paint the drawbar.
Yes.
We're going to paint the drawbar, probably the toolbox.
Maybe.
If we have enough paint left over.
Yes. We'll see. Yeah. But we're not going to paint the checker plate on the Bushtracker.
Yeah, we've decided against that. I think mainly because we've just gotten used to the look of it as it is, and now that it's polished up, it doesn't look half bad, so I think we're going to just stay with that.
I think it would actually look really good painted black, so I do agree with some of the comments. My only concern is if we paint something black and then it chips, then it's just going to look really bad, so I prefer to just have what we've got.
I actually can't see the sides chipping so much. It's the front. Mind you, everything is in front of it, so I don't think it'll be that much of a problem, but geez, it'll be heavy looking because of the black. Anyway. It's neither here or there. At the end of the day, we decided not to go with that, but we have decided to paint the drawbar and probably the toolbox. I want to do the toolbox, I think.
Okay, yeah, because if you've seen that first video, we've, have stuffed it up a little bit. So you can see it's got some marks on there. So
I'm going to take everything off at the front of the van, the spare wheels. I'm probably going to treat the mounts for that as well, just to be thorough, and hopefully it might look nice. The only person that will really know that it's done really is me, and that's all that matters. Anyway, and then the checker plate behind that. What I'm talking about is that arm in there. One on either side. So I'll polish all this up. I'm going to have to sort of dismantle the diesel heater tank. Ideally, I'd like to move that, but we're standing around for about an hour and a half talking about it and trying to figure out a better solution, but I think that's really all we're going to do. It has worked. The only problem is that we have to move the whole toolbox forward to get the spares off. These spares are a different offset to what is on the Caravan at the moment. I do want to change these over. These were old and a bit shoddy 4 years ago when we left. We haven't needed them. Once. We used one once. Pretty much at the start of our travels. And we've done some, that was in Cooper Pedy. We've done some pretty radical roads since then. And anyway, they'll be replaced with a better offset, so moving the box and the spare wheels probably may not be such an issue moving forward. That's not a massive issue. For some people it would be. For me it's not. How often do you get a flat? Now that I've said that, probably the next time I drive it. Yeah, it's worked for us this far, and we're just going to stick with that for as long as we've got the van. So strip, prep, prime, paint. So I'm just removing this bash plate, and that's just guarding the tap for the diesel heater tank. So I'm just, hopefully, now that it's unbolted, hopefully I just turn this tap. But I have a feeling the tap doesn't really work that well.
Is that to turn off the...
To turn the flow of diesel off through the hose.
So if it doesn't work, does that mean you're going to get covered in diesel?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm just going to need a little flathead screwdriver. I'll take this hose off. I might move to one side so I don't get covered in diesel, because that won't. It's a bit like Sex Panther. You know, it's pungent.
Yeah. Brian, I'm going to be honest with you. That smells like pure gasoline.
They've done studies, you know. 60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
If you're wondering why we have the diesel tank attached to the back of the toolbox, we put the toolbox on when we picked up the Bushtracker, when we bought it. Originally it had like a 5 jerry can holder across the front, which the diesel heater was attached to, and we swapped it out for the toolbox, and then there was nowhere really to mount the diesel heater, so we just attached it to the back of the toolbox, which, you know, it's not always easy or amazing to do anything with, but it's how it is. That's what we've got, that's what we're working with, and hopefully we can fix it up so it's a little bit simpler to work with, but who knows. Yeah, safety.
Where's Thong's using a chainsaw, but you put safety glasses on.
Don't want to get diesel in your eyeballs.
No, that won't be fun. The tap works. Yay.
Oh yay.
Look at that. I thought for sure that was going to end in tears. Alright, see if I can move it without any tears. Okie dokie. Yep, she's full. Love it when a plan comes together for a change. So I lift it and I'll walk that way around it, around the toolbar. Yes?
Okay. Let's go. Can I do it?
1, 2, 3. I have actually stripped everything down. I've given everything a bit of a brush with the wide wheel. Just a light one, obviously, just to take the surface oxidization, the dust and crap off it. And then I'll give it a wipe down later on with a bit of a, sort of a, I think acetone, I'm pretty sure they were saying, for prep for the paint. Also to degrease and stuff like that. I've just given I forgot to film it again, sorry. I've just given the cladding underneath the overhang a little bit of a scrub with the brush on the end of the Ryobi. And then I've got a little pad here. I'm just going to wet that a little bit, chuck a bit of gumption on it and give that a once over as well. I reckon that's actually helped quite a lot. I'll show you in a second. Although I might clean my glasses to make sure. But It's definitely a little bit whiter. I don't know. Not so much worried about the side, just the forward part of it, the forward facing panel. You just can't see underneath it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm lazy, I don't know. I am getting pretty tired. But yeah, I'll do the other side of the A-frame on that section and over there, and we'll see how we go. It is looking a fair bit wider. I don't know why it's so badly stained. I have always washed under it, but it's just, I don't know. I don't know why it gets so dirty, and why it's so hard to clean. The rest of it's fine, like the rest of it comes up pretty well. And then this panel here is sort of okay, but not really. It's a lot better. Alright, keep going.
I found an upside to feeling down. Well, I took a good look around. There's stuff to be learned, body to be turned, it seems. Yes, there is. You got to pay your dues.
I reckon that's alright, eh? It was. Massive difference to what it was. Yeah. Again, not perfect, but 100 times better than what it was.
Narcissus with a runaway self-esteem. But let me tell you, you got to pay your dues before it's all cookies and cream.
I'm stuffed. Alright, I don't know what time it is. It's late in the afternoon. I'm calling it. I'm done. I'm spent. Today I filmed the last of last week's video, just doing the seals, and started stripping that thing, and my back's still not happy, so I'm done. I'm done for the day. The frame needs a good wipe down, so I might just give the front end another bit of a wash tomorrow. When it dries, I'm going to degrease and everything, and prep the A-frame ready for paint. Correction, ready for more welding. Our old jockey wheel attachment, the one that I painted and prepped, this thing here. Damn, sorry Frank. We're not using it anymore. It's got two screw-in handle things, and it's a pain. Yeah, I've been doing this for 4 years now, and I just sort of want it a bit easier, or as easy as we can make it. Anyway, so we're going to weld a new one on. So we just bought a little Alco single bolt 3-slot jockey wheel mount, and with the 3 slots that'll be plenty safe and strong enough, as long as you do that one bolt up nice and tight. We're going to weld that on, so I need to grind that back a bit more just here. So just along here, I'm just going to grind that back, grind the jockey wheel mount back, get that ready to weld, brace it in place, weld it up. Once that's done, edge prime the whole shebang. I'll let you go. I'm going to sign off for the day. And yeah, early night I think, and some painkillers. Good morning. So yeah, I'm a little bit nervous because this is my first time welding. It has to be done today. I'm not doing it in haste. I'd like to have someone here, like say Paul, to just double check everything I've done. I'm not a welder. I've watched how-tos and stuff. I think I've figured it out. I've grabbed a scrap piece of metal, which I'll show you in a sec, which I've had a few practice runs on. I was able to get a fair decent bead. Sort of there on that one. And then here you can see I've actually slowed down the feed speed. So this middle one here, that's sort of where I'm thinking about. Maybe this one, that was about 5. That was about 2.5, 3. So I might do either one of these two on the jockey wheel mount. It's fairly thin. I don't want to overfill it and make it look clumsy. I'm gonna just go real slow. Make sure I've disconnected the battery. I'm just going to take another minute just to double check everything, just to make sure I'm not going to stuff up, because this is not something I want to stuff up and look silly, which I'm sure I already do to people that already know, but don't care. You know, we all have to learn somewhere, or start somewhere and learn somewhere sometimes. So anyway, so I'm going to give this a go, and I'm going to go real slow. So if I look like an amateur, it's because I am. So bear with me. Let's see how we go. Where am I? I'm set up. I've got the MIG going, ready to rock and roll. Got it clamped up. I've got a little bit of a fire extinguisher down here on the ground, and I'm just going to do one last double check, make sure everything's off, make sure everything's earthed properly. I ground back the metal here on that side, just so that the galvanization doesn't muck with the welding. I did it on the bracket too, just sort of ground it back on the edge. You know what? I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna go down and see if I can grab Paul and just get his thoughts just before I start. I'll turn this off. I don't like making any mistakes. From everything I've watched last night and this morning, I've done everything right according to that. So I don't know, but I'm going to double check. Okay, so apart from that practice run on that spare scrap metal around the back there, this is sort of my first weld. So we had some troubles with getting the feed right, and it was an old nozzle, so it started to ply up a bit, so we had to muck around replacing that. The left hand side's a little bit messy, but the right hand side I did mostly myself, and I'm actually, my first go, it's not completely horrible. Yeah, the left hand side, I might do the rosettes again, but give them another go. They look a bit. So that was, the right hand side was fully solo. That was not too bad. The well's bitten in pretty well, so I'm going to get Paul's 5 cents again and see if he thinks we need to go over it again, or if I need to grind it back and start again. Righto. That's as good as I'm going to get it. It's not perfect. Nothing I do is perfect. There is definitely room for improvement. Don't really care. If it works, paint it up, she'll be right. Okay, so I just got the battery back on. It appears I might be speaking too soon, but hopefully I'm not. I did all that without stuffing up. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I've just given the welds a bit of a grind, just to tidy up a smidge. Didn't need a lot, to be honest with you. I think it looks okay. Again, professionals will be out there going, nah, you're dreaming, but hey, we've all got to learn somewhere, and at least I've got the balls to give it a go. So I'm going to say that from the onset, because I know there's going to be trolls. Pretty confident that's going to hold. I'm very confident. Next job is to let that cool, and then I'm going to start priming. The love the Bush is getting now is the love that it needed a while ago, to be honest with you. It's going to pay dividends, I think. So just take care of what you got, and if you can't go buy new, I mean, obviously I'd like to, right? Everyone would love a new van. Everyone does. But I mean, I think we made the right choice for our first van, first time around, because these things are strong as. Very well built, over-engineered, just how I like it, and that allows you a bit of leeway. So if it gets a bit of tender love and neglect for a little while, not so bad. As long as it gets a bit of TLC, eventually. I'm actually really excited to see it done, you know, like just to sort of get the old girl back out there. I think that's part of the reasons why our mindset slipped into let's buy a new van, because she was looking a bit ratty and tatty, and now that it's getting a bit of love, I'm like, oh, sort of falling back in love with it again, you know.
What you doing?
Not filming, apparently. Just putting the first coat of edge primer on.
Oh, that's the primer.
It's the edge primer, yeah. So at least one coat of that, and then yeah, I've just masked up around the uprights, the checker plate, the compliance plates, and the VIN number, and the hammer locks on the chains there. Oh, and the jockey wheel. So I just gave that a quick go with the spray, just so I can get into any little dimples and stuff. And cool now. Looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to look pretty good. I think Grant's done a good job so far, and once it's all back together, it should look pretty nice.
So I did the undercoat on the toolbox with a paintbrush, and it was hard work because these checkers go in different directions. And you end up with runs and stuff, so it looks pretty good, but tell you what, the paint roller works a treat. I might just go over it with a dry roller and just pick up a little bit here. That's where I started. That was pretty cool, but hey, I kind of like that. Actually looks like I bought one. It almost looks new, eh?
I know, if I walked over and I was just like, oh, it's just like the box.
Yeah, it's a totally different box now, isn't it?
It's just how it was when we bought it. Okay, so as you know now that we are going to paint the drawbar, that's what it's called. I keep forgetting what it's called. Painting the drawbar, and Grant has already started. Now before I turn the camera around, can you just jump into the comments and I want to know, are we going black or are we going to go silver? So let you put your thoughts down first and then I'll turn around. What's going on, babe?
So surprise, we've decided to paint it grey. It's not Rafter coat. We've decided to paint it grey. We're going with a hammer finish silver, and it's actually quite hard to see over the etch primer at the moment because it's really bright. But I think it's like, for a first coat, it looks all right to me. You can see it good now, eh?
There we go.
That looks all right. I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, that the hammer tone. How funny is it? That's the way it just comes out of the.
It interacts with the
Oh.
atmosphere and just goes that way. It's quite funny. Yeah. So this, the gas bottle holder and the toolbox down there. It's all primed, prepped, primed, ready to rock and roll. And now we just need to chuck the paint on.
So it goes on like just flat and then it dries and goes all.
It's on flat and sort of metallic-y though.
Yeah.
And then you can see it.
Yeah.
You can see it starting to dimple already.
Yeah. How weird is that?
It's cool, eh? It actually goes on quite well, quite easily. The etch primer was tacky, like thick and tacky. Which is good because it sort of coats everything and hangs on, which is the whole point.
I haven't even done anything and Grant's made me get paint on my hands. So I'm going to do the cutting in with his saw back so Grant doesn't have to lay on the ground. And it's probably time that I actually helped, right?
You've helped.
Underneath that section. So Nelly fell off the chair.
Too early for falling off chairs.
I think the hammer tone was a good choice.
I think so. I think normal flat silver would just look cheap.
Oh, of course. Yeah, whereas this gives it kind of looks like,
Machined, manufactured.
yeah, like it looks like it's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
The Grant has gone down towards Newcastle, and I'm not sure if he has said it before, but the spare tyres we had on the front of the car were a different offset, a different rim, and the tyres were pretty bad. So we found on, I don't know, Facebook Marketplace, a set of 4 of the Land Cruiser rims, because that's what we've got on the actual Bushtracker. A set of 4 rims with tyres, which didn't look too bad, so he's gone down to pick that up, and I'm just putting a second coat on the drawbar. I have already cut in, so now I'm just going to roll. So the second coat on the drawbar and the toolbox is all done now. I probably have half a tin of paint left. So I might do another coat on the drawbar tomorrow once it's all dry. But I think it's looking really good. So I think we made the right choice in painting it. It's just making it nice and fresh and it's looking good.
Oh, it's glary.
It's very
so
glary.
Bright.
It's very bright. The sun is right there. So Grant has done himself a mischief again. He's hurt his back. So we need to put everything back together.
I can't. I just.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a go, right? So just wish me luck. I'm going to put the tyres back on and put the toolbox back on. I've got the toolbox onto a little trolley thing and then I'll get it back up here. But yeah, let's just see how we go.
I get to watch.
Yeah.
And manage. Supervise is the right term. I'm getting my glasses. I can't.
How much does a tyre weigh?
I don't know. It's a lot.
All right. Okay. So we're just gonna hug it.
Jesus.
There. All right. Okay. Stage 1. Okay.
Stronger than she looks, folks. Get up on that lip. Up a bit more. One more hoist. No. Oh. Over to back towards you a little bit. Yeah.
Yep. I can see. Okay.
Nice. Sort of.
Too high.
Nice.
Okay. The tire's really hot.
Yeah.
All right.
Like a breather.
Yep. Hang on. It's not going anywhere. That's what you do, isn't it?
I taught it well.
All right. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Psych myself into it. I feel like I'm like sumo. I'm preparing to powerlift here. Powerlifting. All right.
Pretty much straight up from there. Oh, nice. Barely even scratched the paint. That's you. That's you a little bit.
Oh no.
You can come around the front. You can come around the front.
Hey.
There you go. You got. Chuck the nuts on.
Hang on there.
It's an exercise, eh?
It is.
How many Ugga-Duggas was that?
Oh, that's about
5 or
20.
6, yeah.
20 Ugga-Duggas. No, that's all right. Hang on. Not going nowhere. Right, next job.
Next job.
Next job. So these are the wheels and the tyres that Grant went and picked up the other day. We got like a set of 4 for $200, so pretty happy with that, with the tyre. That's in all right condition. It'll get us by if we've got a flat. We just spray painted it black to match the other ones that we spray painted at the beginning of the year. So it's working a treat.
Synonym.
Alright, so that's it, guys. We've made some decisions with this, and it was to paint it. It wasn't at first because we just weren't sure about the cleaning of it and how it would stand up over time. We figured we'd just buy some time with the paint. We do feel like it's going to chip. We do thank you for all your input.
Yeah.
The advice was so varied though, wasn't it? It was either Raptor coat or don't touch it or just this, that, whatever.
Like a ute lining, rubber spray.
Raptor coat, and then it was like a 2-pack and stuff. I thought, well,
just the hammer tone finish.
So we went with just the hammer tone finish, and it seems to be setting pretty well. Especially, it looks great on the toolbox.
Yeah.
We're not too worried about stone chips. We know it's going to chip, probably.
I think definitely this will chip.
This will chip, right? We get that.
Yeah.
But for us, this is going to do a stint out on the road, then come back here and retire. So I think this will probably do it. We've got the stone stoppers underneath it, so that should keep the stone chipping and damage on the undercarriage down to a bare minimum. Also, it just helps our decision for keeping it, doesn't it? Like, now that it looks all spiffy, you know, you sort of, I don't know, I think I said it before, it's helped me fall back in love with the Bushtracker. Like we said, we don't do anything perfectly, right? It looks so much better. Don't look too closely.
Yeah. It looks better for now.
It looks better for now. Like, it's not a full long-term fix. I feel like it's hey, look, it might even give us content for when we restore the Bushtracker, or you know, who knows? We might do that down the track.
Yeah.
We might not.
Anyway, we'll be able to give you the feedback on this paint and if it chips or not as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So.
We don't have any plans to do anything, you know, full on.
Who knows?
But who knows?
Nothing extreme at the moment, but we don't know. And
But so what? If it does, at least you guys will know, and you guys can learn from our mistakes.
Yeah.
As the whole video series of sorting this out actually is proving to be what not to do. But look, yes, some of you might have the opinion of do your research before you make a video. Where's the fun in that? Right? You've got all these other videos that you can watch, so you're, you know, free entertainment of watching someone else stuff up. You're welcome. You know, everyone loves to watch people fail, so you know, you're welcome.
Just look at our most popular video.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Exactly. So enjoy the free entertainment.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're pretty happy with this. This is pretty much done. We're going to, well, slowly put stuff back in and reorganise the toolbox.
Yeah.
But the next thing that we're going to be doing is inside now, eh?
Yeah, I think probably pulling out the toilet.
Toilet. Oh man.
Yeah.
That's going to be a happy day.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really happy day.
So that's probably the next project. Out with the old, in with the new.
Yeah.
And show you how to do that as well.
And how not to do it. No, we've actually done a bit of research in that. And
yeah.
I reckon, you know, we got that.
Yeah, we should be alright with that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should probably wrap it up.
Yep. As per usual, guys, thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it, and also all the support and all the comments. The comments have been amazing. They have actually helped us. Some of it after the fact, some of it before.
Yeah.
And please keep it coming. We really do appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe and
Yeah. Thanks so much.